All right. Welcome back to our PowerPoint series, or PowerPoint 2013, getting ready for exam 77 for 22, I believe it is. Let me check on that real quick. Yep, 77 for 22. Fun, fun, fun. All right, so this is going to be video 11 in this series, and today we're going to talk about charts inside of your PowerPoint presentations. You can create your own charts inside PowerPoint. You can drag a chart from somewhere else. Maybe you have one sitting in an Excel worksheet or something such as that, that you can pull over to your PowerPoint slideshow. And I'm going to show you how to do this. This is really kind of fun to do. The only thing with charts, again, is that you can really junk them up real quick to where nobody can make heads or tails of the data contained within your chart. So you got to use some discretion and just good old-fashioned common sense when you do this. All right. I'm going to go to my slideshow here. I'm at slide 2. And to insert a chart, all you do is go to Insert, Chart. There you go. You can pick the type of chart you want. We'll go with a column chart. And I'll just click OK. There we go. And what happens is it plops in the chart for you. And it also turns up, let me get rid of that there. It also brings to the screen this little Excel worksheet like thing, right? It looks like Excel. Maybe it is Excel, who knows? Okay. It's a little snap-in. It's not really an Excel workbook, but it acts like it. All right. And it gives you the generic category headers, the generic series headers, that type of thing. All right. Maybe I just want one series in here. It gives me 3. Maybe I want more than that. I can delete that. It really doesn't let me delete the columns. You can't right click on a column header. Oh, you can, and delete it. What do you know? Boom. There you go. So you can get rid of what you don't want in here. Maybe I don't want category 4. Here we go. We'll name it, instead of having categories, we'll have regions. Northeast, Southeast, Northwest, and Southwest. Go. And instead of having something labeled as generic as series, we'll call it sales. All right, and we'll say the Northeast did 100,000. Is that 100,000? Yeah, it's 100,000 in sales. The Southeast did 150,000 in sales. The Northwest did 750. Sorry, did 85,000. And the Southwest did 115,000. All right, so the Northwest better get its eye on the ball, or otherwise things aren't going to look good for it. Let me get rid of this thing here. I'm going to get rid of the title for this slide to get it out of the way rather than move it. There we go. Let me dump that. I don't want that either. Goodbye. There we go. All right, so I got my chart here. Now, what I can do is, can I format these cells? If you're familiar with Excel, you know that you can format them. Format cells, currency. All right, looky there. All the changes I made to the formatting immediately translate to the vertical axes of the chart. Pretty cool stuff, right? So we can insert charts into our PowerPoint presentations. Let's say I decide I don't want a column chart for this. Let's say I goofed up and I really wanted a pie chart. Really wanted a pie chart. Well, I can go to my Affluent ribbon. I can click on the Format tab. Wait, no I can't. The Design tab. There we go. Sometimes it gives you 2 tabs. If you click on the wrong one, don't worry. Change chart type. Change it to a pie chart. And click OK. There we go. Well, isn't that cool? Now I got all this stuff. I got a legend down here that I can work with. Maybe I want to do some other things. I click the plus sign here. I want to put data labels on this. There we go. And this little arrow over here means I could put more. I could put them in the center. I could put them on the outside end. What does that do for me? Well, that's cool. Data callout. Hey, that's pretty neat. 26% of the sales came from the Southwest, 19% came from the Northwest. Let's see. Let's go with outside end. Set outside end. Just doesn't want to do it. There we go. I'll uncheck that, check that back. Sometimes you got to speak real slow to the computer. There we go. All right. So I can see that my data points are out here. I can change the individual slices if I just click on an individual slice. You got to click on it twice. Once selects the whole pie chart. The next time you click on it, you'll select that particular slice. I can change the fill color of this, just like you can with just about anything else. I'm going to make some hideous colors here. Not something you'd probably do in real life, but let's see what we got here. Let's just make some hideous slides here. More fill colors. Go. Let's make it neon green. Okay. And then for the last one, I want kind of a purple color right there. There we go. Boy, is that ugly. Alright, so I can modify individual items here in my data points. Maybe I want to make them a little larger. Maybe 12-point font isn't enough. We'll go to my Home tab of the Affluent ribbon, and I can make them larger. I can make them bold. I can change the font type of them. This is just like normal text, right? Because that's really what you're dealing with at this point, is just normal text. I can... Now you see how the zeros all went down to the second line in some of these? I'm just going to elongate the ones that are kind of wrapped around there. And again, you can do this with yours, no problem. Alright, now check this out. Ooh, hey, if I move this box here, it has a line that goes to that. That's pretty neat. Same thing with my legend, right? Maybe 12-point isn't enough for me. Maybe I want 28-point. Here we go. Anything's possible, right? It's our chart. We can do whatever we want with it. Alright, now let's say I'm going to use this hideous formatting in other charts, in other presentations, so on and so forth. If you right-click on your chart and you click Save as Template, you can save this as a template. We're going to call this One Ugly Chart. And now, in another presentation, or maybe the same one, I need to make another chart, because people love charts. So I'm going to go to Insert, I'm going to go to Chart, I'm going to go to Template, and I'm going to click on OK. And boom, it does it for me. It gives me that same default data set that it's going to anyway in PowerPoint, because that's just the default you get. Learn to like it, because that's what it is. But I don't have to go through. I don't have to change the colors. I don't have to change the font types. I don't have to make it bold. I don't have to change the font sizes. I don't have to change, where the legend's at. All I gotta do is plug my data in here, and boom, I'm done. All right. If I want to add a legend to my chart, the legend's already here, but suppose I want to disable it. You click the plus sign, you uncheck legend, and there you go, it disappears. You can also control where your legend is on your chart. Left, bottom, more options. This looks like a there we go. So bottom, I can just test it from here without really going back and forth into it. Top right. Excuse me. You could also move your legend independently of everything else throughout here if none of those options meet your need. For instance, they don't have a bottom left option, but I can put it at the bottom left of my chart. Alright, pretty neat stuff. Remember, everything's an object in PowerPoint, so you can format objects basically any way you want them. For instance, again, the area in which the chart sits is an object as well. So I can take the fill bucket and I could say solid fill and ooh, yellow. Hey, that's cool. I wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it. There we go. That's just ugly. Now that's just hideous, hideous, ugly, ugly, ugly on a yellow background. All right, I'm going to go down to my fourth slide here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring up, let me close out of that real quick. There we go. In fact, when I used to teach PowerPoint at more of a corporate level, we used to have ugly PowerPoint contests, right? Who can create the ugliest PowerPoint presentation? You'll remember this from the last video if you watched it. This is our months in sales, expenses, profit, and all that happy stuff. Well, I made a chart based off of this. It's just a percentage pie chart. That's all it is. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this right into my PowerPoint presentation. Now you see I have several options for pasting it. Use destination theme, embedded workbook, keep source formatting, and embed workbook. I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm going to put this chart in here twice, and we're going to see the difference between something here is what we're going to do. There we go. And I'm going to paste it in here again. And this time what I'm going to choose is I'm going to choose this option here, keep source formatting and link the data. There we go. And I'm going to move this one over here so we can see the difference. All right, keep in mind the one on the right is the one that I selected the linked option for. The one on the left is just, it's there. All right, now what happens if I go through, or somebody else goes through, goes back to the source data here, and instead of $10,000 in sales, we really had $100,000 in sales, right? Well, that changes my chart in my Excel workbook appropriately, but what does it do to PowerPoint? Look, the one I linked makes the changes dynamically. The one that I just kind of plopped in there, it doesn't make the changes. So that's the difference between the linked and the non-linked options when you're pasting a chart into PowerPoint. If I go back, maybe I go back and I change this to $1,200. You see my chart changes. If I go back to PowerPoint, oh look, the chart's already changed here, but it's not changed here because there is no link in this left chart to go back to the original worksheet. This is more of a static chart. This is more of a dynamic chart. All right, so let's see, is that all we got? Yeah, that's all we got. Create new legends, chart parameters. Yeah, we've done all that. All right, great. Again, you have so much fun doing this stuff in PowerPoint that you really lose track of time in what you've done, because you can sit here and you could potentially mess with this stuff all day long. It's so much fun to do charts because you have so many options available to you. Again, the biggest thing I can tell you guys to do is when you click on a chart, look to the top of the affluent ribbon, and you have these two tabs here, Design and Format. Okay, Design. Go change the background to black. That kind of goofs it up though. Changes all the settings back to what it was. If I click undo, there we go, got that. All right, so that's how you add charts to a PowerPoint presentation. You can modify it. You can save it as a template to add it to additional charts in the future. Modify your chart type. We went from a column chart to a pie chart. We added a legend to a chart, and we added it in various positions within our chart. We modified chart parameters. We imported charts from an Excel workbook. All right. Hope you had fun learning this, and I hope you have fun adding charts to your PowerPoint presentations. Thank you so much for viewing my videos. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you on the next video.